Hey, it's Arlen Schweiger, editor of CE Pro, and I have with me Jay Williams, director of luxury residential business development from Lutron with me today. And we're going to chat about residential lighting trends. So Jay, thank you very much for joining me today.
Absolutely. Happy to be here, Arlen. Thank you for the invitation.
Great. Well, first off, obviously CEDIA Expo is right around the corner. We're about a month out from that. But you know what? We do our lighting deep dive annually. And Jay, what can you tell us about, some of the things that Lutron's introduced over the last year since our 2022 lighting deep dive that came out last summer?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year we had a very exciting CEDIA for lighting for us. Light Bar Slim is our newest innovation for us, which is really, the first evolution of new type of product that we have since the acquisition of Ketra back in 2018. Certainly what we have noticed with that product is that the way that we create beautiful, high quality white light is incredibly difficult. And now we're actually shipping that product. So it's a massive success for us. A lot of also what we've been focusing on over the last year since CEDIA is really reestablishing our supply chain, making sure that we're able to deliver in the amount of time that our customers are wanting. And I'm very happy to be sitting here and telling you that we are definitely almost fully back. Our lead times have come down substantially, and really happy to be able to support our dealers again.
Yeah, that's an excellent message. Great point to make. Obviously, the supply chain has been a huge part of the conversation in the industry over the past couple of years. So that's excellent to hear. Jay, also, if you're telling your dealers about that and to be really excited about, having that stabilization of product, what else have your conversations with dealers been like in terms of, where they're finding success these days with not only Lutron, but your Ketra brand, which has really sparked the whole, fixtures category, I think.
With our dealers, I mean, we're having a variety of different conversations with them. One of the key things, certainly when we're talking about lighting, is it's such a new category for our dealers. And in particular, when you're talking about a Ketra solution and the things that we offer for that, is really educating them about the underappreciation of lighting inside a residence today, and the need to actually expose customers to what great lighting inside a home can actually do and how it really ultimately ends up being beneficial. So that means like one of the key things about why people choose to go with Ketra is around our natural light solution and being able to extend the outdoor lighting in throughout the entire home. And so getting the dealers to understand not only how it benefits the client, but actually to really understand how they could foresee themselves using it in their day-to-day life makes that story that much more compelling. And then, of course, when you look at the dynamic of a project and the different influencers as part of that, right, it's really important that we're creating harmony as part of that. Since we're offering lighting and lighting fixture solutions, right, there becomes the need for actual true lighting design to end up happening on the project as well. So we have a lot of conversations around how you approach that, how we encourage the use of a lighting designer on a job, because it ultimately makes the whole job come together even better. And so those are a lot of the key focus conversations that we're having with our dealers today.
Right, because ultimately it's up to the dealers and integrators to have those conversations and those demos and show off actually the very experiential really way that you have to see lighting in action to fully I think to fully appreciate it. So Jay, when you talk about your dealers, and obviously they're working with probably a lot of the time some very nice luxury homes, working with custom home builders and things like that. I imagine as you scale up, there's got to be a lot of money that dealers are leaving on the table when it comes to the lighting category, whether it's interior, exterior, adjacent technologies with it. What are some of the ways that Lutron is seeing how, they're trying to help dealers not leave money on the table?
That's another great topic that we have with our dealers is, for Lutron, we are very uniquely positioned in that we have the control side of our business, we have our shading side, and now we have actual luminaires as part of our portfolio. And when you look at money on the table that is just kind of left there, is We see a lot of dealers that do just offer just simply the controls package itself, but then don't talk about the shading solution that seamlessly ties itself together. And more importantly, when we talk about that, bringing that natural light in throughout the home, the shades that are in the window are a key component of that. So being able to pull all three of those aspects together is something that's so critically important. And as I was kind of mentioning earlier, just the simplicity of exposing customers to the solution, letting them know what's available and out there is a key aspect of being able to do that and be able to not only control the light, that's the natural light from the outside with being the sun with the shades, but then also controlling the artificial light in the space with Ketra and our Venari line as well. Really being able to bring all of those things together.
Right. Absolutely. And, that's one of the things that dealers really need to get involved with, because lighting is it's something that I think customers, take for granted, right? It's just all over the house, and you're just used to what's always kind of been in a house. But these days, there are all sorts of options for lighting up different accent areas and all sorts of things in the kitchen, backlighting cove. So yeah, there's a lot of education involved. And so moving on to talk a little bit more about that, Jay, what are some of the ways that Lutron is helping its dealers have these discussions with clients, educating the dealers more so they are more of an expert on what they can talk about? Any other kind of sales and marketing sort of advice, aid, consultation that you're able to give to your dealers, and, anything else in the way of demos?
Absolutely. So we'll just kind of start from a training perspective. I mean, we've developed an extensive amount of actual sales training that can be delivered by our rep agencies and also the Lutron team with our dealers, where it's really kind of walking you through a variety of different topics, depending on the familiarity for the dealer getting into it, whether you're completely new to the category, if you're exposed to the category already and you're having difficulty in trying to explain the top tier of lighting that's available. We have all that kind of content so that helps you with understanding the objections that are coming with it, how to really work with others as part of the design team, because certainly, it's an untraditional way for the integrator to be offering lighting on the job, but we've really kind of helped to develop a recipe around how you work with the different stakeholders, whether it's the electrician, the builder, architect, lighting designer, interior designer, in order to try to make everybody that's involved in the project as happy as possible in order to really ultimately deliver the best solution for the end user. Other tools that we've really come out with as well is we have launched a new luxury Lutron website that goes over our entire portfolio, which is really, it's not designed just for the dealer, but it's actually designed for everybody that's involved, from the homeowner to the specifiers, along with our dealers. So it's a great landing page to be able to understand the solutions, great videography, great photography inside of it as well, to really help bring the solution to life. And then we're also making continuous investments in our own centers that we have. We actually just, I was out there in LA for the grand opening of our new LA studio that we have, which is absolutely stunning for anybody that is in the LA area. I strongly encourage you to go and take a look at the facility. And then we're also making enhancements to some of our own facilities as well, where our New York residential center is actually just undergoing some new renovations as well with our latest technology. So certainly we have all of our facilities. Those are just a couple that I'm mentioning that are some of the newest in the refresh. Of course, we have our other facilities, like our one here in Austin that I'm based out of, which is actually closely located to our manufacturing facility as well. So we love having people here, taking them through a demonstration and then showing them a little bit behind the scenes as to how the product is actually made. Right.
Don't you have the Ketra facility down there that you're able to bring people to and show all of the features that Ketra is able to offer as well?
Absolutely. Yep. So that's our studio that we have here, and really allow you to be truly immersed in the lighting experience.
Great. Yeah. And we posted the article about the design center, and it's also in one of our recent issues for the NITO page, our NITO department, because it is so cool looking. It's just great to see. And the photography that you sent us, of course, really expressed that and illustrated it. So just really cool. So Jay, just to wrap up then, in terms of, more trends that you're seeing and what's influencing Lutron's R&D these days, what can you tell us about that? And can you give us any sort of preview about the things that you are going to have in Denver for the CEDIA Expo.
Yeah, that one's always kind of a touchy topic with us. We like to be pretty tight-lipped about what we have coming for CEDIA. At CEDIA, we're going to have a variety of different trainings that our dealers are able to attend from our controls, our shades, and our lighting side. So I strongly encourage our dealers that are attending CEDIA, definitely take the time, sit in some of those trainings so that based on whatever category you're interested in, you're able to learn about some of our latest solutions that we offer. And then about what I can actually say about CEDIA, all I have to say is I strongly encourage our dealer base to come and visit us at CEDIA for some exciting new releases.
All right, very good, Jay. And with that, I can say certainly going to the Lutron booth at CEDIA Expo is always a pleasure. There's always just a really nice vignettes and things going on there, and especially these days with the designer element that we're really trying to coordinate and connect the two industries between integration and design. So with that, Jay, thank you very much for sharing us the latest from Lutron and the lighting department, and we really appreciate it from CE Pro.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Thank you.